Hey everybody, did you know you can go to colinmullen.com in order to get art and art prints? That's why I set up the website, colinmullen.com. So hey everybody, we're doing another duck, and we're doing it portrait rather than landscape, which is a problem only because I forgot to move the camera. I was streaming and I had just done a landscape painting of some ducks in the pond and the river nearby, and I was like, oh well, that's cool, but like there were too small, and so it's like, okay, well, why don't we make the whole thing like bigger? Just focus on one duck rather than all of them, and it'll be a better painting. And it was. Like, the other thing I'm noticing about this surface, I bought a whole bunch of like artboards from like the general store because I live in a fantasy land apparently. Anyway, I went down to the general store and bought some like panel canvases, and they are not very good, in my opinion. Like, they've got some issues. Like, you'll notice it, I think, by the end of it, but just kind of like the way the paint is being applied, it doesn't like to stay on the raised areas, which, it happens, but it gives it a very specific and, in my opinion, cheap looking texture. But for quickie paintings that I'm just gonna sell at like coffee shops and stuff for, I don't know, I saw some people were selling paintings of this size made with gouache for like $250 to $300, and I'm like, that's not right. That's not right at all. That is not the economy we're in right now, man. Like, that is absolutely not the price. Anyway, that's not today's subject, and guess what? Today's subject is actually lighthearted-ish, because I'm going to be talking about subreddit drama. And the subreddit we're talking about is r/art. So, if you don't do Reddit, I'm proud of you. You've made good decisions in your life. But aside from that, the way Reddit works is that they're the big subs, the ones that like you're basically automatically subscribed to when you get a new Reddit account, and then you start looking for things you actually enjoy. For instance, maybe you like Warhammer, and you go and find the Warhammer subreddit. And then it starts showing you other war games and other board games that you could play that are similar, and then you start subscribing to some of that, and then it actually curates to you. But those really popular ones tend to be the most basic ones. Stuff like fitness is probably very popular. I haven't checked because, have you seen me? Anyway, and then you've got stuff like r/art, which is, or was, a subreddit entirely based around art. So this default subreddit had a bit of a controversy recently and has been since put into lockdown because of kind of a complete overreaction, in my opinion. But, what would Reddit be without subreddit drama and Reddit mods being insane? So anyway, Strawbear is the artist in question. They posted some art onto r/art, as one does, and it is a picture of two traffic cones, and it's at night, and so there's a street light, and then the cones themselves are getting, they are stained glass, and so there's light going through them, and it looks neat. It's a pretty okay piece. It's called Clear Boundaries by Hayden Clay, Digital 3D 2025. That's the formatting you're supposed to do. You put the name of the work, the name of the artist, and then the media and the year it was made. So that way you can post older stuff too that people have made, like, back in the 1800s or whatever. Anyway, Strawbear posted his communication with the mod team on Twitter and on several subreddits, and here's how it went. Strawbear says, "Are you seriously banning me for giving more information on my work?" To which the mod says, "No, I'm banning you for breaking our rules, but I can remove all of your old posts as well as if you'd like." To which they said, "Just delete the comment and move on. Sorry I mentioned the word print." To which the mod says, "Your history has been removed, you're welcome." Basically because this person did not feel bad enough about doing the bad thing of going, "Yeah, I got prints available," because I think someone asked. I've not seen the original thread because it is gone, or at least I cannot find it. Regardless, he goes on a bit of a circuit, posting on other subreddits, explaining what happened and all that, and everyone kind of rallies behind him because that's stupid. And as a result, the mod team then posts, "All right, you win. We quit." and the entire subreddit goes into lockdown. And then all of the mods are removed, excluding one and his mod. Now, the mods have since come out and said, we didn't quit, we just got removed. So, okay, I gotta explain how, like, modding on subreddits work. So, basically, certain people will be given, you know, mod rights either because they make the subreddit or whatever. And then there's, like, a hierarchy of, like, depending on, like, how high up that hierarchy is, depends on what your modding privilege is. And if you're inactive, you essentially just don't count on that list. So, I believe there were 5 mods, or 4 mods ahead of Neo Diogenes, the mod that we're going to be talking about here for a minute. And because those 4 people went inactive, he, in effect, became the head mod of the subreddit. This is a stupid system, but it works well enough, and it's free labor, so who cares? Anyway, the guy was able to, because he was the highest rank mod that still cared about this subreddit, was able to remove all of the other mods, and then go into complete lockdown. Now, it might not surprise you to learn that this guy is also the guy that was messaging directly to Strawbear. And you might be asking, what does all this mean, Rev? What is the big takeaway? And the big takeaway is, I think it's nice there's something stupid to talk about for once. Subreddit drama is stupid. This is a stupid thing that happened. I have tried promoting my own work on r/art and had my own post deleted multiple times for not doing the formatting thing quite the way they wanted. They didn't believe that it was painted. It had too much other stuff. The mods were very particular, to the point that I was like, I don't know how you post things on this subreddit on the regular and have a good time with it. It just seems like fight with the mods to be able to fill out a form correctly. So it's not really surprising to me at all that this happened, but regardless, that's the story for today. They have since opened up comments on old art, to which everyone is just saying something with the word print in it now, just to, I guess, mess with the mod. But yeah, no, generally speaking, everyone is against the mod that did this and is in favor of the artist. But that's the stupid story for today. What do you think? Is there anything to even think about this? Yeah, the guy broke the rules and he wasn't super sorry about it, but also, like, come on, man. Like, you're a Reddit mod. Calm down. Let me thank the people on patreon.com/RevScarecrow. I almost said r/RevScarecrow. Not a thing as far as I'm aware. But anyway, let me thank those people on patreon.com/RevScarecrow who support me and allow me to look up Reddit drama and do art while doing so. Starting with my mom and dad. I love you. Thank you, Wapfu. Thank you, Vixalux. Thank you, Trusty Patches. Thank you, Toefoundor. Thank you, Split. Thank you, Spaghetto. Thank you, Sophia Nope. Thank you, Skelecorgi. Thank you, Seraph. Thank you, Reverend Joe. Thank you, Pig Wrestler. Thank you, MP. Thank you, Mortis. Thank you, Michael Carr. Thank you, Lunar Ray. Thank you, Katie Valent. Thank you, Josepher. Thank you, Gabriel Bennett. Thank you, Freak Wannabe. Thank you, Egg. Thank you, Count Cannoli. Thank you, Chiptune Glitch. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Aggiewag. And thank you, Ats! But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. And hey, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this duck. I think it is a quite handsome duck. Like I said, just the quality of the canvas is a little wonky, and so I don't think that you should do like masterworks on these things, but like, you know, that's not what they're made for. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great week. Do art. It makes you feel good. Just don't say the word print on Reddit, I guess. I'm done for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.